Solutions Now. Our team of former IRS agents and tax professionals can get you the best deal. We know the COVID-19 rules. Call us and never speak to the IRS again.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours. The virus has caused the IRS to take extensive action to help taxpayers. So if you owe $10,000 or more, this is the best time in years to settle your tax debt.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
Remember, the IRS will not give up until you pay. Call 800-521-4177. 800-521-4177. 800-521-4177.
A shocking story out of Los Angeles where actress Anne Hayes is said to be critical after a really bad car crash. That is the sound from a Ring door cam as a Mini Cooper believed to be hers sped down a residential street and smashed into a home, then burst into flames. Neighbor Ron Morgan helped a woman who was inside the building.
The dogs were sitting with her when the car came flying through, and the car stopped like 2 feet away from where she was sitting.
That woman was unhurt. Media reports say Hayes was badly burned and taken to the hospital in critical condition. There are no other details on her right now. A Morris Township couple missing and presumed dead after a fire in their home early yesterday. The fire broke out just before 3 a.m. at the house on Normandy Heights Road. Fire officials say they tried to get into the burning building to look for victims and weren't able to do so because the fire was so extensive. Officials have identified the couple as 87-year-old Robert Ricciardi and his 85-year-old wife Gemma. Crews are still searching the smoking rubble 12 hours after the blaze. Cause still under investigation. And that's all the information that's available at this point. Now this message, if you're a shorter guy, visit PeterManningNYC.com for the best fitting clothes. That's PeterManningNYC.com. 77 sunny, going up to 87 in Midtown, but it will be warmer thanks to the real feel. Traffic is next on 1010 Minutes.
Hey fans, you better be at Yankee Stadium on Friday, August 19th when the Yankees host the Blue Jays for one of the coolest promotional giveaways of the 2022 season. It's John Sterling and Susan Waldman Bobblehead Night, presented by WFAN. And the first 10,000 guests in attendance will receive a John Sterling and Susan Waldman talking bobblehead, complete with a sound chip of a few of their classic Yankees radio calls. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets.
Hi, I'm Tony Goldwyn. Ukraine remains under attack. Millions of people have fled, creating the fastest growing refugee crisis in modern history. Children and families are seeking safety. America's is meeting the health needs of people caught in this terrible crisis with critical medicine and supplies and local partnerships to get aid where it's most needed. We are ready to do more, so let's work together. Together, we can improve health. Together, we can save lives. Learn how at americares.org/help-Ukraine.
Dear Calvary Hospital, there is no better caregiver on earth than our mom, Mary HYLAN. She taught us the value of our family, our Catholic faith, and caring for those in need. After raising the 6 of us, Mom went back to college and earned her doctoral degree in social work from Fordham University. Then she volunteered at her beloved Calvary Hospital. There she witnessed tender love and care for end-of-life patients as never before. During her final days, Calvary was there for her, making Mom's last journey peaceful and pain-free. She received the dignity and compassion she so greatly deserved. God bless you, Calvary Hospital. The Houlihan family.
This is Frank Calamari, president of Calvary Hospital. To learn more about our unique Calvary care, call us at 718-518-2000. Calvary Hospital is where life continues.
With VSAT 911, traffic and transit now with Jody Dale.
And Kathleen, let's go out to the island. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big 3. And good news, a crash investigation has been cleared. Southern State westbound between Nassau Road and Baldwin Road, all reopened and moving. Eastbound, you got a brake check though between Hicksville Road and Route 110. Eastbound Northern State, that's getting a little jammy into 106, 107. The LIE is good to go and not seen any problems as you head to the beaches on the Meadowbrook, Wantagh, Robert Moses. Brooklyn and Queens getting loaded up on the LIE. Eastbound, that's going to slow you down. Utopia Parkway into Nassau County. Westbound, we're seeing the slowdowns at the Cross Island. Looks like a crash or stall at 164th Street. Northbound Van Wyck, we're jammed up Atlantic Avenue, and it's slowing the Gowanus up to the BQE and the crossings. Southbound, you have roadwork, has you bumper to bumper from the LIE to the Williamsburg, and seeing some northbound slowdowns too. Southbound Cross Island, whoa, hardly moving near Jamaica Avenue and UBS. More delays at the Frog's Neck and Whitestone. Take your pick, both slow. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. 5 to 10 inbound at the George, and outbound's about 10 to 15 from the Cross Bronx. Getting a little better there. In and out at the Lincoln and Holland, it's 5 to 10. Traffic sponsored by Caribbean Food Delights in Jody Vale. Next report at 9:21 on 1010 Wins.
Caribbean Food Delights makes the best Jamaican beef patties you've ever tasted. Go to CFDNYinc.com for more information. That's CFDNYinc.com for a taste of the Caribbean.
Now, the AccuWeather 4-day forecast with meteorologist Matt Benz.
And get ready to sweat it out really over the coming days today. A very warm day, very humid out there as well with times of clouds and sun. There could be an afternoon or evening thunderstorm in spots with a high of 87 degrees. Those real feels, though, mid-90s for this afternoon. Tonight remaining sticky, low to 76 tomorrow. Well, thunderstorm could pop up, especially in the afternoon high around 90 degrees. Real feels into the upper 90s. We'll keep that heat around for Monday along with that risk for a thunderstorm in spots, high of 91. Real feels again in the upper 90s, and no relief from the humidity. Still very humid for Tuesday. Perhaps an afternoon thunderstorm around with a high of 89. Currently it's 80 degrees in Central Park. We have mostly sunny skies. Repeating, the current temperature is 80, going up to 87 this afternoon in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Matt Benz on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds.
Indiana is the first state to approve major abortion restrictions in the wake of the U.S. Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade.
Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb wasted no time in signing a measure after the state legislature approved the near-total abortion ban. The ban takes effect in mid-September, and it includes some exceptions. Abortions would be permitted in cases of rape and incest before 10 weeks post-fertilization to protect the life and physical health of the mother and if a fetus is diagnosed with a lethal anomaly. Under the bill, abortions can be performed only in hospitals or outpatient centers owned by hospitals, meaning all abortion clinics would lose their licenses.
That is correspondent Jennifer Kuiper. Several other states are working on similar or more restrictive rules. Wings News on 9:14 coming up. Not so good for the Mets or the Yanks last night.
New Yorkers are stepping up to become organ donors. One organ donor can save up to 8 lives and improve the lives of many more. At Live On New York, we honor, change, and save lives through organ and tissue donation. Nearly 9,000 New Yorkers are on the waiting list for an organ. Your family, friends, and neighbors need your help. Join the movement to ensure no New Yorker dies waiting for a life-saving organ transplant. Visit liveonny.org to become an organ donor hero. That's liveonny.org.
To some, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much, but that's not true. They're testing out vowels and consonants and trying different sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Autism and the Ad Council.
Wednesday, Sun 9:15. Now, Mark Renee with sports.
Well, Kathleen, it's hard to believe, but for the first time all season, the Yankees and Mets both wound up in the Friday night loss column after one had a lousy start and the other had a lousy finish. First to Citi Field, Taijuan Walker charged with 8 runs on 7 hits, including 2 home runs, in all of an inning plus.
Wasn't a good day for me. I got my best stuff, and this is one of those starts, you know. I don't want it to happen in a big series like this, but it did, and I'm going to move on from it. That's it, yeah.
And though the Mets did battle back from 8-0 down to get within 8-5, they fell short against Atlanta 9-6. So again, they lead the division by 3.5 games. Meantime, the Yankees in St. Louis up 3-1 after 5 innings behind Nestor Cortez, but they couldn't hold that lead.
The pitch sliced down the right field line, moving over to the corner. Judge is dropped in for a 3-2. Arenado scores to tie the game. Here comes the runner O'Neill. The throw cut off. And the Cardinals have taken a 4-3 lead on a 2-1 double by Paul O'Neill.
That's Justin Shackle on the fan, bottom of the 8th. 4-3 the final. Clay Holmes suffering his second straight combined blown save and loss.
I definitely felt a lot better out there tonight. But at the end of the day, got 2 runs scored, and that's really the only thing that matters. And I don't know, nights like this are kind of tough.
But on the bright side, Toronto also lost, so the Yanks still lead the American League East by 10. 2.5 games. The Giants had their Fan Fest last night at MetLife Stadium. Tonight it's the annual green and white game for the Jets. And in Canton, Ohio, it is Hall of Fame induction day. Mark Renee, 1010 wins sports.
It started as a horrible story. A guy scammed an 11-year-old Washington State boy out of all of his lemonade stand money with a fake $100 bill, but it didn't end badly. Police in Everett say this guy came up to young Jeremy, offered him the C-note if he gave him $85 in exact change. Jeremy did. Then he tried to spend the $100, and it turned out to be counterfeit. Jeremy's family called the police. A friend of the family set up a GoFundMe. Well, the cops are still looking for the scammer, but Jeremy has gotten more than $6,000 online. So, what was that about life giving you lemons? Wednesdays time 9:18. Top stories are next.
Attention! This is a special alert for all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an overpriced auto warranty or no warranty coverage at all. Due to the increase of new and used car prices, repair costs, and the price of gas, people are keeping their cars longer than ever, which is why CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on covered auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can save thousands for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. You could save thousands on future auto repairs. Our specialists are standing by for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-524-1735. Vehicle Protection Plan pricing is at an all-time low. Plus, drivers who purchase this coverage today will receive rental car options, free roadside assistance, and free towing. Call 800-524-1735 now for your free quick quote. That's 800-524-1735. What do you have to lose? Call 800-524-1735. Again, 800-524-1735.
I used to get frequent heartburn at night, so I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine.
With just one pill, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn all day and night. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate release.
Is your summer weight loss plan not working as well as you hoped? Well, hope is not a strategy. This is what you need to do. Contact njdiet.com today, and they will contractually guarantee that you will lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. Just go to njdiet.com. Their program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your saliva, hair, and blood work. Then, NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep it off. Not sure if you can do it alone? NJ Diet is with you every step of the way. You're fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you're burning fat and not just losing water. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet is committed to you keeping the weight off. It's all natural, no shots, no hormones, no surgery, and no prepackaged foods. Locations throughout the tri-state area or worldwide with live online video consultations. Call today, 855-5-NJ-DIET, or log on to njdiet.com. Go to njdiet.com and lose the weight for good.
Whether it's Alexa, Google Home, your iPhone, or the car radio, stay with 1010 Wins and stay connected.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. 77 degrees at 9:20 on this Saturday, August 6th. I'm Kathleen Marple-Kalb, and here's what's happening. Queens police shooting overnight. NYPD says some guys are firing into a crowd in Laurel. 10 officers fired at them. 4 suspects reported wounded, 1 critically, no cops hit. 1010 Wins Carol Diori is going to be live with the very latest on this. Welcome to another steamy day. A little less hot, but still very humid. AccuWeather coming up. Monkeypox concerns on Rikers Island after at least 2 corrections officers get the virus. Taking it to the streets, make that summer street. The annual event starts today. Traffic in seconds. No more Kim K sightings on Staten Island. There's word this morning that Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson have broken up. Ugly night for the Mets and the Yanks. 1010 Wins AccuWeather. Partly sunny, very warm, humid, maybe a storm late. The high 87. AccuWeather real feels low will be higher. Wednesday's time, 9:21. Traffic and transit now. Jody Dale.
And Kathleen, let's check things here in town. Let's go to the west side, southbound Henry Hudson. At the crash block in the lane around 125th Street. Delays are building. Southbound FDR, another crash around the East 80s. That delay is not as bad as the west side ones. And let's go to the Bronx and Westchester. We've got a crash cleared. New York State Thruway northbound right before exit 2 in Yonkers Avenue. Staldo, northbound New England Thruway, ramp to the Sheridan, that's still being cleared. And the Hutch northbound is getting all jammed up to the Cross County. Westbound Cross Bronx, we're seeing the slowdowns. Webster Avenue heading to the apartments. More delays off the bridge. So here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. 5 to 10 in at the George. Outbound's about 10 to 15 from the Cross Bronx. Lincoln and HYLAN both ways, it's about 5 to 10. And traffic is sponsored by Rafelson Levine Law Firm. Go to rllawyers.com today. I'm Jody Dale. Next report, 9:31 on 1010 Wins.
Rafelson and Levine Law Firm, the voice of the New York personal injury community. rllawyers.com.
Rafelson and Levine, the voice of the injured.
A party ended in gunfire and a police-involved shooting in Queens overnight. 1010 Wins Carol Bioria has the story in this live report from Laurelton.
And Kathleen, this is a very active investigation by the police, and so the details are developing and changing. But the latest is there was indeed a really bad shooting at a house on 219th Street and 130th Avenue. That's the Laurelton section. And we know that the shooting started by a group at a house party. It spilled out onto the street. The cops were there almost immediately. The police say that the officers fired 14